Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shetler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Steve Shetler Media once again proudly presents Pekin High School football live video streams each Friday night this fall with home and away games and the playoffs. Tune in Friday nights for Pekin High School football right here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. Skunk River Radio, country music from 1990 through 2010 with some Iowa country music sprinkled in. Listen at skunkriverradio.com, download the app, listen on Alexa by saying, Alexa, play Skunk River Radio on TuneIn. You can listen to me, Steve Shetler, each weekday morning from 6 a.m. to noon and listen to The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio, online radio for country music from 1990 to 2010. Hey, and welcome in. It's time for the Tuesday night tune-up here on Steve Shetler Media and Skunk River Radio. We're coming to you live from the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch on this Tuesday night, and we thank all of our sponsors, Oski Pizza Ranch for being our host venue, also Sigourney Motors, Nutrient Ag Solutions in Keswick, Copeland Auto Body, James Family Greenhouse, Sinclair Napa, and Sigourney Body Shop. We're going to take it to Safe, who is standing by, along with Marla from the Oski Pizza Ranch. Safe, take it away.
Welcome back, race fans, to TNT, the Tuesday night tune-up, and we want to thank you all for joining us here on this beautiful Tuesday evening in Oskaloosa, Iowa, at the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch. And she is back here again, and she is here to stay. We have Marla here with us from the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch. And Marla, I know you guys have a lot of very exciting things going on here at the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch that you would like to talk to us about.
We do. We are making a lot of positive changes. What I really want to focus on is school is back in session, and that means that there is a lot of programs out there, a lot of clubs that need to raise money. We can do that. We can help out. We still have our community impact nights. It's a great thing for the kids. It gives them some self-responsibility and, good feelings because they're the ones earning their money. So I'm all about that for kids. And so anyways, and same thing with the college though. We have all kinds of things that we can do for the college. Sure. We can help. There's discounts out there. Anything to make it easier for the schools.
And I know one thing, talking about, school back in session, doing different things for the kids clubs and the college clubs and whatnot, is you guys offer a really cool thing to the teachers in this area as well. And why don't you touch on that a little bit? I'm fortunate enough to be married to a teacher that can take advantage of that, but for some that maybe don't know about that.
There is for the community teachers. They do have a teacher discount card. So it's a gold card. It helps them with being able to make purchases for their classrooms. If they want to have a pizza party, they get a discount. They can take their families, come here and eat, or just order online and get their discount, and it's much deserved.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's great. And, we've kind of talked about this a little bit before, but it's just very amazing to see the care from not just the Pizza Ranch Corporation, but from this store here in Oskaloosa, especially because you guys do a lot for this community. And I know that you guys had a very special community impact night here just the other week for veterans casting.
They did, and I heard it went very, very well. I'm sorry I didn't get to partake, but I mean,
yeah.
And that's what it's about, though, is in anything that we can do to help a situation or somebody that's in need. I mean, it's what it's for. It's family business is what we want.
That's awesome. And, there's a lot of cool things that happen at Pizza Ranch that people might not know about. And one of them is that, at your guys' location here, you can do a to-go drink. And I think that's drinks. A pretty awesome thing that you don't necessarily see that at a lot of, kind of like buffets or sit-down restaurants.
No, and they also have take twos. We have, the to-goes in the afternoon. They even have the Too Good to Go deals. They're online. They post them on Facebook too. We have late night specials from 7 to close. So there's all kinds of things. If it's not meant for afternoon, we got you in the evening.
Oh, that's awesome. And, another thing you guys do here, and we were lucky to partake in that last Thursday night, was your guys' wing night. And if you haven't ever been here to a Oskaloosa wing night, I highly suggest it as a fan of wings. And we even had the wing connoisseur Neil here with us last week. And that's pretty awesome that you guys do something like that.
It's awesome that we had enough wings for you guys.
I'm shocked you did. I know that Dirt Dog Promotions came in here, and I'm pretty sure I saw one of those whole steamers get lifted up and poured into a box, if I'm not mistaken.
Believe it. I can believe it.
So,
and I mean, it's endless wings. I mean,
yeah.
So it's worth it.
That's a great deal, too.
Yeah.
I mean, to come in here and all you can eat wings and all the different, sauces and whatnot, it's truly awesome that you guys can do that here in Oskaloosa.
Yep, and we have plain ones, too, so you can sauce as much as you want or as little as you want.
It's true. You have some great flavors, too.
So
they're awesome. I know that there's maybe a new flavor coming out that...
There is a hotter one
one coming out. Oh, boy. Because last time I tried the hottest, I thought it was pretty darn hot. So I'm scared to know what the next level up from that is. So
we'll have to see.
Absolutely. Well, you guys have a busy night here again. Tuesday nights is your guys' kid night.
Yes, it is.
And that's awesome for everything you guys are doing here for the kids. Great to bring your whole family and get a discount on those kiddos to come here and enjoy a excellent buffet here on a Tuesday night in Oskaloosa.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, Marla, we're going to let you get back to it. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be back with the man with a mustache here in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
When you need a break, Pizza Ranch is ready. Rough day or good day, sometimes you just need a buffet. And we've got all your favorites always ready to serve. Come to the place that puts a smile on your face. Make it a buffet day at Pizza Ranch.
Hi, I'm Krista Sellers, driver of the 7K Figure 8 race truck. I race at local figure 8 tracks across southern Iowa. One of my good sponsors is CJ at Sigourney Motors. Next time you or someone you know is looking for a good used vehicle or in need of some minor repairs, you can contact CJ at Sigourney Motors. Give them a call at 641-224-8056 or stop by 705 East Jackson Street in Sigourney, Iowa. Hope to see you at the races or at CJ's shop.
At Nutrien Ag Solutions, we are dedicated to your success. We partner with growers like you to expand your possibilities with unparalleled offerings. Your unique challenges are met with more customized solutions than anyone else can offer. With you, we're feeding the future together.
At Copeland Auto Body, we strive to be the area's consistent provider of advanced collision repair. We want all of our customers to have a stress-free experience when they bring their car to Copeland Auto Body. Give them a call at 641-653-2140. Find them online at CopelandAutoBody.com. Copeland Auto Body, located in Hedrick, Copeland Collision Center in Oskaloosa, and Copeland Towing and Recovery in Sigourney. For auto body and towing for Hedrick, Oskaloosa, and Sigourney, see Copeland Auto Body. Hey, we thank all of our sponsors on board for the Tuesday night tune-up. Again, we're live from the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch, broadcasting live on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube, and also the rebroadcast a little bit later on this evening on Skunk River Radio. And let's take it back to Safe being joined by Kyle Harwood. Guys, what's going on?
Absolutely. Welcome back, race fans, to TNT, the Tuesday night tune-up. And again, the man with the mustache is back. We have Kyle Harwood here with us again tonight. And Kyle, I tell you what, the outfit tonight is great. I love it. The whole Valvoline.
I know it. I like to match.
I tell you what,
got
you
my
do
Tulip City golf wear from Jameson from Pella.
Jimmy Christmas. Unreal. You just do a very good.
You got to get over to Marion County and get you some golf stuff.
Man, I'm gonna have to now. I'm
Do you
quite
golf?
jealous. I do golf.
You do golf?
We
Well,
need
there
to
you
go sometime.
No, we can go.
Tell you what,
Yep.
two guys that love to golf: Lance DeWeese and Kyle Larson. Those two go golfing
golf
quite
with them,
often
too.
together.
I might be able. I could beat maybe Kyle on the golf course, maybe not on the racetrack.
I don't know if we can beat him on the golf
the only
course.
time I
He's-
can beat him.
Allegedly, he has an 8 handicap on the golf course.
Yeah, I might be able to beat him then.
You have a low handicap?
I'm not so bad. I
Okay,
have my
well,
days.
I'm not that awesome,
my
so you
days.
could probably beat me. You
Yeah.
could probably beat me on the racetrack, too, to be honest.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Speaking of that, you were going to head down to Eldon and had a little bit of an issue, so...
The last 2 nights, I don't know if I should just be done for the year or what, but the last 2 nights we were going to go race. We got rained out and we tried to go to Marshalltown. And then I actually got the car ready to go. We went and watched the Iowa State game. Did you watch that, the football game?
You went and watched
No,
it?
no,
or
no.
you-
Like
okay.
we like went and did
Oh,
all
yeah,
that
of course.
and-
Whether you like college football or not, whether you like the Cyclones or the Hawkeyes or whatever, I think it's just a tradition in the state of Iowa to watch the game.
yeah, you might as
You
well.
know, you might as well.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like Super Bowl. Even if people don't like football, you still get together.
Exactly.
For whatever, but
Exactly.
so anyway, we were watching that game and we're like, we might as well just go to Eldon because the car was
Oh,
already
yeah.
ready from Marshalltown.
Down to the
so-
Peterson Memorial.
Yeah, we were gonna go run down there. So I went and changed the gear quick. It doesn't take long, and the game got over fairly decent time. So I remembered though when I came back from Marshalltown, I thought my trailer lights were kind of funny. So we plugged the truck in and none of the lights worked. So I
Oh.
started running through wiring, and I found a couple things that were unhooked, and I thought I smelled something hot. So I reached down and I saw the plug was melting on the trailer itself. So I went
Hey.
and pulled it, and you can see I burned my hand,
you-
and
you got a good
then
one
the
there.
wires are all burned. So at that point, if you don't have trailer lights
What's
or
the point?
brakes,
Yeah, you
or
can't really do a whole lot.
you're kind of dead.
Yeah. that
But,
kinda
you know,
kills the
honestly,
weekend.
that trailer, it's a 2002, and it's been to almost every race I've ever ran in my life, starting in go-karts. So
You know, I think you're at the point now where you just need a toter home and
Yeah.
a big double stacker
right, yeah.
enclosed.
You know, the 13 or 14 races we run, like, you might as well just
yeah,
go
you might
all
as well
out.
just go all out.
But it was one of those gentle nudges. It's like, okay, maybe it's time to go get a different trailer. So I found a different trailer. I'm going to go pick it up tomorrow from a racer who might be, his racing chapter might be ending in his life, Charlie Weber from Sigourney area.
no, really.
I'm buying his trailer at least.
Okay.
So
You know, Eldon ended up being pretty interesting. We
yeah,
saw.
talk to me about it. I
Well,
kind of heard who won a little bit,
yeah,
but I didn't
Colton
hear how it
Lizzie
went.
won. Keaton Gordon won. But here was the big one of the night was all of a sudden I get a Snapchat from a gentleman who's been on the show once. He is arguably one of the best racers from this area. I know Zach Vanderbeek looks up to him a lot. And you probably still don't know where I'm going with this, dude.
Not yet. I'm ready.
Ron Verbeek
Ron
got
Verbeek.
got in Denny Banks's car at
Is modified
at
No
Eldon.
kidding.
Yeah.
and won.
I don't know if he won.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought that's where you were going.
well, I
This
was
is a
hoping
whole
to
lot
get-
of build
I know
up.
it
Like,
was a
come
lot
on,
of build
man.
up. It's a ton of build up. No, but I know Eldon had a lot of great racing action.
Okay.
You know, it was the Peterson Memorial,
Yep, for sure.
and kind of the nice thing was
2,000 to win in stock
2,000 to
cars.
win in stock cars. Yeah, and so you know, I talked to some drivers that had gone, and they said, you know, the nice thing is if you have a really bad week at Boone, like Colton did.
Yeah.
He didn't have a great week there. He was able to go to Eldon and then win a race.
Yeah,
so that's
sure.
kind of the nice thing. And I think they get that a lot there where it's guys that were,
Yeah.
you know, hoping to make it into Boone. Didn't. They're up here and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
there's a half-mile track. We can probably throw something together and go down there and run. And, you know, that's kind of the cool thing is that it seems like the whole state of Iowa shuts down for Boone.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice that, you know, Eldon decides to race because they still had a great car count from what I had heard. And, you know, that's just nice to see that,
Yeah.
you know, and they're far away enough from Boone that it's not going to affect
yeah, for sure.
that. But it's far enough away, too, where it's like, you know, early in the week, you're not going to make the big dance or even a B main that's you have even a shot at making into the A. It's like, let's just
I know it.
go to Eldon.
Who
you know?
won the stock cars? Do you know who won the 2000?
I'm not sure who won the
I
stock
didn't
cars.
I didn't hear either.
I never heard.
They don't have my race pass, so it's hard to keep track.
That does make it hard. That makes it really hard.
Yeah.
And
I know Colton won, so congrats
Colton
to him.
won.
That's got to be
Yeah.
4 or 5 wins on the year for him now.
Yeah,
after
and
buying
he's in that Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Yep, Vanderbilt car. And, we had a scary situation at Boone with Zach
That
Vanderbeek.
was terrifying.
And
yeah.
I talked about it last week, but I kind of want to break that whole thing down a little bit because there's been a lot of storytelling with what had happened there, and I think that there might be some misconceptions of what happened there.
Oh, okay.
That the 53 definitely broke.
Yeah,
that was pretty evident that there was something that happened on that car, and that rut down there did no favors. I mean, you could visibly see how large that rut was that he hit.
Yeah.
And Logan is not a dirty racer at all. And so, he's a very clean.
He's never raced me dirty ever.
No, I haven't really seen that side of him. You have frustrations and you might smack a guy in the quarter panel or give him a wheel rub or something. And there's a difference between that and then what happened there. And I don't think there's not a doubt in at least my mind. And I don't think a lot of people's mind, but there are some people that say, it was 100% intentional. To clear that out, that was the most unintentional thing that I think could have happened at Boone that I saw.
Yeah, when I watched the replay, and
I watched it several times.
I didn't know there was rebuttal with that, and I was not there. But when I saw the replay, I thought when they came together on the front stretch, it knocked the right front tire down.
That's what it looked like to me.
And if you knock a right front tire down on a modified like that, it's not gonna turn at all. And if you watch the replay, it looked like when he gave it the wheel, it never really moved. And then when it hit that hole and you bottom the frame out, then it's just going up the track.
There's nothing you can do. It was just a very unfortunate situation for everyone. It was terrifying, but I'll tell you this, and credit to the Vanderbilt cars. What a lick, and to walk away from that, how he did, is an incredible testimony to how those cars are built. And there will never be another doubt in my mind that that car shouldn't be savable, but it is.
Really?
From what I've heard, is that they can save it. And
well,
if
honestly,
they can, then that's incredible.
The other blessing with that whole thing, which it sucks for Zach to hit that pole, but if he didn't hit that, I don't think that chain link was going to stop the car either, and he would have ended up where the people were at, actually on the other side of the fence.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's unfortunate to total a car out, but there could have been a few different angles that wreck could have actually happened.
Yeah, and everyone on the catwalk was fine.
Yeah.
So I mean, there were a lot of variables, and they all worked out good, the best they could for everyone.
Yeah. Yes, for sure.
So then you look at Boone as a whole, and the guys that won. Jake Sanouch, which really isn't too it kind of made sense. He's been running very well all year. Jake McBurney,
in the stock
Dylan
car.
Nelson. Jake was a little bit of an upset for me in the stock car. He's been running decent in it, but I mean, you see some of the guys. It is. I mean, it's hard. You start 3 wide, and there's a lot of cars, and that is such a tough track. Depends on so many variables: the weather, the farming situation. I mean, there's a lot that goes into the Boone Super Nationals. I mean, almost 1,100 cars there. There was 1,086.
And then you had kind of a precision performance duel for the modified win.
You did, yes.
Yep. And Tim Ward won that.
Tim Ward,
Yep.
He's been having a good year.
Yeah.
And so I'm not necessarily surprised at who won. There were a few. I wasn't super surprised by Tim Ward, but he has been kind of one of those sleepers the last couple years.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he won in 2023. Right?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I know it. You get the track position, and you get through lap traffic, and I think after he got kind of through that, from what I read, he won kind of handily.
It was not close.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
He probably could have broke with 2 to go and still won.
Yeah, I heard it was. And the stock cars ended up like that too, didn't McBurney?
Yeah, McBurney got clear to lappers, and no one else could get around. And that's the hard thing there is, you think there's a lot of room to maneuver around lap cars, and when it gets slick or something, it is not. It is either down low or high side, and you try to go in the middle, and you're around faster than anything
and
else.
especially the big dance.
The
30 cars that are there are not squirrels. They're not trying to lap people that are way off the pace. Their cars are very good, and they're good. They wouldn't have been in there to begin with. They're the top 10% if you think about it.
Oh, absolutely. So another thing is talking of racing and stuff, I want to transition into late models here.
Yep.
A name that I have been waiting to really say this whole year took the World 100. A name that has not been said much this year at all, which is very surprising for how things have been going. Ricky Thornton Jr.
Yeah, first crown jewel.
First crown jewel at Aurora. Yep. Yeah, and crazy. I mean, heck of a race. You know, Bobby Pierce was favored. Davenport was pretty well favored. Saw a lot of people favoring Tim McCready as well. And a lot of people weren't talking about Ricky Thornton. And I get
surprised me kind of because he won the week before.
He did win the week
Maltese
before, but he hasn't had a stellar season. I think everyone had their hopes really high when he went to this new team. And it's like, okay, you're going to be working with the Newport Nightmare, Jimmy Owens, and yada, yada, yada. Yeah. But it takes a while to get that chemistry together. I mean, they did have some success right away. They did win some races and stuff, but to get to the point of where you're winning a crown jewel, it doesn't just happen overnight. And I think that's been the issue with that team, is trying to get all the pieces into row for these big shows. I'm glad to see it finally happening. I mean, it's really late into the season, but I think next year that could be a team to look out for again for, winning points championships, and one where we could say he could win 3 or 4 crown jewels.
Well, and the weekend was really, Dale McDowell, running the bottom like a magician.
Man,
and then
that
Jonathan
guy,
Davenport, they won the preliminary nights.
Right.
Not really even. The first night with Dale McDowell was awesome.
That was great.
The pass was. Oh man!
That's a great name to say again. Is Dale McDowell? You haven't really heard that name in a while.
No, and he honestly, that caution kind of cost him.
It did,
because I don't know if his tires sealed over or what happened, but he was by far the fastest car on the track, and he caught up to Davenport.
That is a tricky track.
And
I will give him that.
And Thornton even said that. You got to conserve. That's a long race. 100 laps around there is a long time.
Yeah.
To keep everything good. And, McCready broke. Pierce just started way too far back. You can't win from back there. Even in 100 laps, the guys are too good.
Your tires, no matter what, he had to really race those tires off early to get up. And that's the hard thing. Again, if you don't really start in the top 10 in a crown jewel like that, it's hard, man. It's really hard.
Yeah. Well, and Dale running that line, he got all the air he wanted down there at the bottom.
100%.
A lot of those
That's
guys
such an aerodynamic track.
Yeah, there would have been so much dirty air up there that those guys couldn't do anything.
It's a very dusty track.
It looked like it. But honestly, I don't know if Ricky got a new car. It was white and green, or if it was just a Scott Bloomquist tribute or something. I don't really know.
It was a Bloomer tribute.
Okay.
That car they've had since last year.
I gotcha.
So.
And Davenport has just an Eldora car.
Yes.
And it's heavy, and it just works at Eldora. But it was a fun race to watch, honestly. Was it? Okay.
Which I was fortunate enough to be there for. Okay. I've been very lucky to be to Eldora for the Dirt Million when it returned.
Gotcha.
That was and very dominant by that car, but man, it's like a tank.
Yeah, it doesn't have not making weight.
It's got a lot of weight.
That race was entertaining to watch for me because
it was a great race.
On Flow you can do multi-view, so I had the Tusky 50 and the World 100 going at the same time.
Yeah, so that'll be a good one to talk about too. The Tusky 50.
Yeah. Good night, Ryan Timms. I'm gonna go buy a T-shirt. I think just because.
Got it. That kid is on fire. Him and that Lieberg team.
Unbelievable.
You want to talk about some mad chemistry? I mean, they win the Nationals. Very large underdog. I don't think anyone had him on the radar for Nationals. I mean, well, they had to have because he won almost every feature at Knoxville this year, which he beat Brian Brown a lot. I mean, so. I wouldn't say he was favored at Nationals, but I think everyone thought he was going to be, probably the lower of a top 15 car at Nationals, like a 13th or 14th, which I had envisioned that. But for him to win the Knoxville Nationals, then he gets invited by the ASCS to go out to a race in Montana for big money, goes out there, performs well, comes back, and then goes to Tusky. And absolutely shows that it wasn't a fluke at Nationals or this whole year.
It was a hard uphill thing for him, though, because he was not good. He was not good Thursday. marginally better Friday.
His second time at that track.
Yeah,
he went out last year late in the season.
He's only 19.
Well, that's the thing. I think people. Here's my thing about Ryan. That kid is going to be someone, and I'll tell you why. Is the calmest demeanor of anyone I have ever seen in a dirt racing car. Is that kid. The way he keeps his composure. He's smart. He's patient, and you don't see a lot of that out of some of these younger kids. It's very hard. They're very antsy. They're very, focused on, if I make a mistake, what do I do next? How do I do this? How do I do that? And then they wreck or something, and it's like, I really want them to do better. But you look at him and you look at Corey Day, which are two prime examples, about the same age and everything. Ryan has a very bright future, and that brings me up to my next point is, in sprint car racing, there is going to be a massive decision time next year, I think, for a couple teams, and that is going to be the 15 team by Tony Stewart Racing and Stenhouse Marshall. And here's how I've kind of seen that situation. I know we talked a couple weeks ago about Gio going to Tony Stewart Racing, and I just am starting to get this gut feeling here that we could see Ryan Timms go to the 15 next year.
Oh,
I think that he is going to be the kid that they want.
He's signed up already for another year with the 10 car, and they've already got that kind of locked in for Knoxville and everything.
But at Knoxville, though, it could be a thing where he travels.
Yeah,
I don't know. I could see that maybe them being like, if I was Danny Lieberg and I had a chance for the kid that I mentored for a year, won the Tusky, won the Knoxville Nationals with, and then Tony Stewart came in and said, "Hey, kid, I want to make you a deal to come run for me." I would honestly probably let him take that. Right. And the reason why is Ryan could be that next kind of phenom that is a talent on a dirt track and a circle track. And I just get that feeling because of his demeanor and the way he poises himself. I could see him being excellent. So I wouldn't be shocked if TSR tries to take a jab at him. Yeah. And then with the whole, I think the reason, honestly, that Ricky and Sheldon decided to part ways is because I think they want Gio. I'll tell you why. Gio's been doing great in the 7BC.
Yeah, he's done well.
Him and Sunshine,
they call him.
Him and Sunshine, I think, would be great partners, even though they're it's a weird deal. They're technically teammates, but they're not teammates, but they are through the NOS driving program, and it's a really kind of a weird situation. But I think it works because they're both Cali kids. They have that connection there. I think Ricky sees a lot, and Gio, that's what I'm thinking is that I think they realized, if we wait along any later to try to make a move on Gio, that he could be the guy that could potentially try to go and fill that role at TSR. Yeah. Do we really want to lose a kid like this who's still, 20, 21 years old? Do we want to lose the potential to lose a guy like that to someone else?
Right.
And that's a tough decision.
I mean, and now's the time to do it. They don't have anything buttoned down, right? And
no, because Sheldon, all Sheldon said is he's done at the end of the year. So this is the time where they could go ahead and sign Gio for next year.
The one thing I wanted to add about Tim's, because I was at the Nationals.
Yeah.
And, he won opening night there, and obviously he got the pole for some reason. But then he spanked him. And he drove that thing really hard. And him and Corey Day and even Kyle Larson, they drive really, really hard every lap. And at the Tusky 50, he was driving that car harder than everybody else up on the lip of that thing.
Yeah.
And he never missed a lick. He won by 7.6 seconds.
Yeah, and that's what
he was gaining 4/10 a lap on
he
rights
was.
on them.
And that's a feat in and of itself.
And he didn't crash. Like Corey Day is fast, but man, he sometimes pushes too hard.
He does, but I think that's what makes Corey, and I think that's why Corey is also successful, because he pushes it to the limit. And that's the hard thing about sprint car racing is when there's a berm that is built on a top side and the cushion is taller than the tire, it happens. It happens a lot. And Sheldon had that issue for a lot of years until he realized, hey, I can go to the bottom a little bit too. And I think that there's more than one line. What?
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot in the air for next year. There is going to be a lot of fresh starts for a lot of people.
So if Gio goes there, then who do you think Tony would try to get if it's not Ryan Timms? Who would be left? Right.
You'd have well, and so that so here's another thing with that with RSR and Reitzel is, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but guys are getting their cars. Guys are getting teams signed for Australia rides, okay. And I think there's a little jab of what's going to happen with RSR next year.
All right.
Aaron Reitzel is going to run a sister car with James McFadden for Monty Motorsports in Australia.
Okay.
I have a feeling those two are going to get close. I have a feeling that next year we're going to see Aaron Reitzel running the 87 full time, and then when he comes stateside, that we're going to see James McFadden run and another RSR car that'll be a sister to Aaron Reitzel.
87, yeah,
yes,
gotcha.
I 100% can see that being a thing. I think that's kind of what the hint was there with him going to Monty for a ride in Australia, is trying to start that seal, that like relationship between them.
Sure.
And Aaron's a great racer.
Yeah, I mean, did you see that carbon fiber foot that boot he had on Friday? And he won and he couldn't even feel the pedal.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, honestly.
It is. He's a wild guy. He's not scared.
Yeah. Just to get the feel so you don't blow the tires off of it was pretty. And did he get third? Did he end up third on third or second? He almost got second, but I think he got third.
I think he did.
Which is a great run, too.
It is. And so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Next year is going to be a real whirlwind. I've seen some other hints at Tony Stewart Racing real quick that, he invited McKenna Hassey to a couple NHRA events. But I'll tell you this, McKenna's a great driver. She is decent in a sprint car, but I don't think she's a full-time outlaw driver.
I would probably, and she's got a lot of things going on.
She's married or engaged to a NFL player that plays for the Minnesota Vikings. So her life is hectic with that because I know he started out with the Colts. That's why she moved to Indianapolis. But then he got traded to the Minnesota Vikings, so now they're living in Minnesota. But she still has a race shop and stuff in Indianapolis, but they've talked about moving that up to Minnesota. It's kind of a cluster.
I mean, the last race that I saw her, I thought she was going to end up in the hospital for a lot longer than she was. That was a terrible wreck.
It was.
Viking fan, they're happy right now.
Oh, good for them. Whatever.
Oh, yeah, you didn't see them beat the Bears.
Oh, good for them. The Bears. You can say that. You have kind of that dick.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah.
So, another thing is Donnie Schatz was in the Works Limited car.
Yeah.
For a couple races, they went to Vado.
Yeah.
And he had a decent run. I mean, he started 13th,
Silva.
got up to 11th. That takes some time. But Paul, right out of the bat, was able to get him one of his better finishes.
And not backwards.
He went forward, not backwards. Had one of his better finishes this year. That could be some really good chemistry here in the next couple races.
Then did they race somewhere else too? Did they have two races?
Yeah, they raced at. There was another track out in that kind of direction that they raced.
Over by Bakersfield,
yes.
Doesn't Kevin Harvick?
No, that's coming up.
That's at Kern or whatever.
That's coming up. That's on September 12th.
Gotcha.
But that'll be a cool deal.
Yeah.
Going to Kern, Kevin Harvick's track.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
I know it.
That guy cares a lot. It's funny because you look at a lot of these NASCAR drivers and stuff, and even, like Tony Stewart, who's a drag racer now, and you're like, oh, yeah, they do that, and they own a race track or they own a race team. They must not really care about that much. They just own it, yada, yada, yada. Tony was at World 100.
Yeah.
Put in a lot of effort there.
He was picking up stuff off the track at one point. I thought I saw him walking around.
Yeah. He does a lot. Kevin Harvick, same way. Not necessarily a dirt track background a whole lot. Loves the sport. Decides to have a dirt track.
Yeah.
Keep it from closing.
And
guy loves it.
And I listened to a really interesting interview with him and Kyle Busch on the whole dirt track to pavement thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason, when he was talking to Kyle Busch, that Kyle's keeping Brexton in dirt is kind of because of the Kyle Larson effect, just have the feel of the car. He thinks it's pretty imperative to go back and forth just so you have
I think it's accurate.
Feel.
I think it's accurate between knowing when you're going to blow the tires off, finding what the limit of a track is, can definitely help over onto that. But, my problem is the whole way that NASCAR is going. I mean, pretty soon it's going to be all road courses, and they're traveling to different, they're going to go international and stuff, and it's like, where do you draw the line as not only NASCAR, as a NASCAR fan, as team owners, as where does that line get drawn? I have a feeling it's getting closer and closer to that.
I agree with. I do like some of the road courses, and obviously Trackhouse has kind of pushed all their chips in because they said we're going to hire road course people to get into the playoffs, and we'll work on the oval stuff.
Well, I mean, that's the only move to make because they keep going more and more that direction.
I mean, the thing I wish they would bring back a little bit is some more sidewall on the tire. As they said, they just can't feel the car because it's either hooked up or it's not. And when you don't have the sidewall, you can't feel it roll or grip. So that
I wish they went back a few generations in cars. Like the year before the car of tomorrow, before the Coda car. Yeah. I didn't really mind the Coda car. I know a lot of people say they're ugly. I kind of thought it was cool with the wing myself. That's just me talking. But, I mean, they're getting they're becoming more like I mean, the sad thing is you saw a NASCAR get built and enter Le Mans. Mm-hmm. And it was the biggest, stupidest
cool,
look. It was cool, but it also looked completely dumb out there.
Yeah,
but that's the way they
did pretty good.
They did. It just looked weird how all the other cars. It looked like a monster truck on the track, which is sad.
Yeah, it sounded good though.
It sounded great, but that's the way they keep going. It's like the idea of this grassroots racing that they try to instill still, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's a grassroots track." That's cool, but where are your grassroots out with the Cup Series? There's none. It's gone.
The thing I wish they would get rid of, and I don't think they ever will. They've kind of went down Pandora's road, but they, like you were talking about the generations of cars. Mm-hmm. In the earlier generations, they used to have a valence.
Yes.
And then they went to a splitter, and a splitter only works if it's like on the track.
Correct.
So, like if they would just kind of do something to get rid of the splitter and get back to a valence, they would have more movement and they could get up to people. That's what we kind of...
And leave them cranked up. Yeah. No more restrictor plate racing.
Well, they need a little bit more power. Like, I don't know if they need 950 horse like they had in like 04, 05. But,
that's fine. Do it.
But they need to do something. Either that or they just need some softer tires or do something. Because right now when you can run...
Something has to change.
When you can run all out and... your tire can last longer than your fuel, that's the problem.
I agree.
You can't have a tire last longer than your fuel load, and then that's when you get into those boring fuel mileage things.
Absolutely. Anyway. I 100% agree with that. So NASCAR has a lot of stuff to look at. Boone Super Nationals we're thinking. Now we're kind of coming up here with some more fall specials. The Southern Iowa Speedway has the Fall Challenge, October 10th and 11th.
Yep.
Looking forward to that.
Yep. I should make that one.
Pending no trailer issues or rain outs.
Yeah, we were making a step in the right direction there. I've got plenty of tires. I've got plenty of fuel. So if we got a trailer, I can make it.
Yeah. There's still some good racing coming up in the state of Iowa.
Bloomfield maybe this weekend.
Bloomfield.
Yeah, I can't make it this weekend. But
I believe Scotland County has another race.
Okay, Memphis.
I believe.
Yep. That's in a couple weeks, I think.
It is.
Yep. And then, you have the Southern Iowa Speedway. I think Marshalltown maybe races one or two.
They have their that big one.
Okay.
World Nationals.
Oh, interesting.
That's always in the fall.
I rely on all my friends that have Facebook to let me know where the races are.
I forget. Kyle doesn't have Facebook,
I know,
folks.
Right.
He's still in.
I was born in the 80s, so yeah.
Born in the 80s. I love it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I love it. No, but I mean, a lot of good racing, and there's a lot of good things coming up. Again, a lot of great racing for the World of Outlaws coming up. They're starting to kind of push back. They're on their West Coast kind of a swing out that direction, and they're slowly going to make and trickle back to the eastern side and stay out there and finish the season up here in November, and it's going to be an interesting off season.
I'm pretty sure the Knoxville Late Model Nationals are like
that's
18th.
coming up. Yeah,
I think that's September
next
18th,
weekend.
19th, 20th.
Not this weekend, but the weekend after. That's coming up. There will be one RC racing at my barn September 21st. So you ought to come out to that. You should try to.
What date is that?
September 21st, Sunday afternoon.
There you go. We might be able to look at that.
Yeah. It's a good time.
That's another thing I need is just another hobby.
Yeah, there you go. It's cheap. Cheap and fun and fast.
That's how it always starts out.
It is. That is how it always starts out. Always. So, no, I mean, yeah. So make sure you guys go to a race here. A lot of exciting stuff going on.
Sure.
A lot of great seasons still left. Again, off season going to be interesting with the World Outlaws. Curious to see how many guys leave and go to high limits, especially with it's going to be an interesting off season.
I know it.
Really interesting off season. So
that's what makes it fun and entertaining.
It does.
They're
It
there
does.
to entertain. That's the whole point.
They
of
do
it,
a good
right?
job of that. Yeah, and it's going to be an entertaining off season. Australia is going to be fun. And then I'm looking forward to, Gateway Dirt Nationals.
Yep. Chili Bowl will be here.
Chili
before you know
Bowl,
it.
man, it's crazy. We're in that time of year where we can start getting kind of excited for that. And then I always love watching the guys go down under to Australia. That's always fun, and New Zealand and whatnot. So, again, good off season coming up here. Glad you're getting a new trailer, so you don't have any more issues. So that'll be good for you. Did you go up in years?
I did. It's 12 years newer.
Holy cow.
I know.
Dang, getting fancy. He's buying a toter home next race.
My wife does love to camp, but I don't know if I could get her on board with a toter
I
home
bet
for
you could.
camping.
I think
don't
you
know.
could. I think we could pull that one off. So
Yeah, no.
No.
It'd be fun to get, the trailer's nice, and maybe I could upgrade cars in a year or two. And then that might be about. I'll be in my 40s then. I'll probably be about ready to be done, or the boys can take over, one or the other.
No, so Kyle, again, we want to thank you for coming
No
on
problem.
tonight.
It's fun.
Hopefully, you can get some good food here. You haven't had
Hey,
anything
the ranch.
yet. Yeah, the whole
You guys are
buffet's
talking
open. Man,
about
they got chicken
wings. Like
They got chicken
don't
out
threaten
there.
Me with chicken.
Don't
I will eat chicken.
I love it. So, race fans, we want to thank you again for watching this episode of TNT, the Tuesday Night Tune-Up. Again, make sure you stop out to your Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch. We want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors that help this show go each and every week. We want to thank all of you for watching as well. Make sure you guys go out, support your local dirt tracks, and we will see you here next Tuesday for TNT, the Tuesday Night Tune-Up.
Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook. Got a problem under the hood? At Sinclair Napa, we're here to help. No matter if you're tuning up the family car, gearing up your heavy-duty truck, or maintaining your boat, we have the know-how you need to keep your ride running strong. Whether it's top-notch parts, expert advice, or unbeatable customer service, Sinclair Napa is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Because at Sinclair Napa, we don't just sell parts, we're here to help you get the job done. Stop by today in Sigourney, Montezuma, Williamsburg, Centerville, or Ottumwa, or visit us at sinclairnapa.com. If you've had a run-in with a deer, a fender bender, or any sort of accident with your vehicle, take it to Tony and the guys at Sigourney Body Shop at 210 West Clark Street in Sigourney. They'll get you back on the road in no time, and Tony will help you out with a free estimate. It's service with a smile at Sigourney Body Shop. Give them a call at 641-622-2022, or again, stop in at 210 West Clark Street in Sigourney.